music, lifestyle, and the most interesting people in the world. They all end up in Music City. I'm Devin O'Day, and this is My Nashville. Sarah Beth Terry, the most prolific songwriter I know, with a new project, Glass Houses, which is the glue to this story.
We feel fast, we feel damn like Esther County rain.
Sarah Beth, we're sitting here in the car outside Panera. We moved
to my favorite place. This is where I demo jail all my friends. Like, it's like my desk. I know where my cigarettes are, I know where my drink is, I know where my pistol is. I know the easiest escape route. It's a perfect office. And we have air conditioning. Today, I've been in 3 different states. And first I started in Huntsville, Alabama, and Huntsville's a melting pot. Like, there's just a billion kinds of different people. And I'm walking down Big Springs Park there in downtown, and I see this group of college kids doing like a online yoga thing, and they're all like live on Facebook. And then this little girl is playing with her little brother on a bicycle, and her mom comes over, and she's got one of those, what is it, the covering? And I was like, I actually told her, I said, that is beautiful. Is that a scarf or is that actually the thing? She goes, it's a scarf. I got it down here at yard sale. And I said, yard sale? They're having yard sale? She goes, no, there's a junk store here in Huntsville and it's called Yard Sale. So that's when I realized it doesn't matter. Like, I find something to love about everybody I see. Like today, I love girls' hair, and I told her about it. And it breaks down that me versus you, us versus them, black versus white, gay versus straight, left versus right. Don't do it. Don't worry about it. You know, find something else to have in common rather than find all the things that you don't have in common. How about that? That's a sales trick.
Bought me a pole, and I got me a line. And what do you know? I've already got a bite, so it's dinner to go. And a bottle of wine. No matter how long we roll the roll, as long as he's at work by now. Well, is he impressed or is he taking it back? It's like trying to catch the eye of a bat. Talking about fly highs and try lines, getting good seats for the feathers fly. Oh, brown eyes, realize I'm trying to feign interest in the stuff he likes. Only 3 things that keep his attention is fishing and fishing and fighting chickens.
You walk in, you have to get past the gatekeeper, you look at her wedding ring, you look to see if she's got a candle on her desk, you look if she has a picture of a family, then you find a commonality. I also have that Longenberger basket full of pins on my counter. Quit worrying about how you're different. Start worrying about how you're the same. Figure it out.
And there's always something.
Stuff is shut down, stuff is closed down, stuff is not as accessible as it was 3 months ago. That's a good time to stop and take a breath. Take a beat.
We have every excuse in the world to do something that we've never had the time to do. One of the things I asked someone recently, I said, how many times have you just said out loud, man, I wish I could just take a couple of weeks and just not leave my house and get some rest and get some things done? Just a couple of weeks. About 2 days in, people were all complaining. It's like, I can't leave my house. And what?
I have always said that. I'll do that when I get time. I think that's the Southern mantra. I'll do that when I get time. And now I realize that wasn't the reason, because I still haven't done that stuff. I've done everything else. I planted a garden. I've redecorated my house. Still haven't done that big pile of rainy day stuff that I said I'd do when I get time. So I think you just learn what actually mattered.
Life ain't pretty. It can get real shifty, especially when the shoe's about to drop. Love your neighbor and try not to hate her. And if you do, I wish you'd stop. 'Cause I ain't losing no more sleep over what you don't agree with. In the long run, it don't matter anyway. 'Cause today when I woke up, I took a breath and filled my cup with another dose of give 'em hell. And tell those folks that I wish 'em well, but I've got oats to sow and I need to paint this town. Ain't gonna let the devil get me down. Not while I'm still on the green side of the ground.
Did it matter that my porch was swept and cleaned and spotless every day? No. Did it matter that I got up every single day and shaved my legs? No. You just learn what you can let go and let slide and what you actually need to do. Do I call mom every day? Yeah. Do I call at least one or two of my girlfriends or text at least once a day? Yeah. It's all that stuff that when I get time, well, no, you have time. Do it now.
Wherever you are now, I hope you're happy. 'Cause that's what really matters most. Don't wonder the what ifs, think of the might be's. Who knows what's waiting up this road? And where was my canary in the coal mine? Where was the warning in her song? But nowhere down there, and I was out of time. Didn't think I'd ever catch my breath to carry on. But I believe there's something coming that is better than what is gone.
I have actually buckled down and done 6 full-length albums, 13 songs apiece. We actually had it on the slate for a lot more, but we couldn't get in the studio. Thank goodness that we did all this stuff prior to the COVID. But we're doing 6 full-length albums in less than 8 months. So now we're just spacing them out so we don't overrun the system. Crank it way up.
Well, what I do shouldn't matter to you, and I've had enough of your judgment too. You've knocked me down, but I ain't through, and you ain't seen nothing yet. I ain't perfect, I don't claim to be, but who died and made you the boss of me? While talk is cheap and speech is free, all that really counts is my, oh my, what pretty glass houses.
I'm ready to get back in the studio and start 7, 8, 9, and 10, but they're telling me to slow down, Sarah Beth, slow down. You don't have to do it all day. There'll be plenty to sing tomorrow. So that is a big, huge project to me. It may not be to a lot of people, but to me, I'm like, God, I've done a lot of songs this year. I've put a lot of stuff on iTunes this year.
Typical songwriter's deal is 12 complete songs, 24 co-writes. How many have you turned in this year?
This year, I think we turned in 165 songs. 130 of them were complete songs. But in the 3 years I've been at Three Hounds Music, we're sitting right at about 350 songs for the 3 years. So that rounds out to about 125 a year. That's not bad. I mean, a song every 3 days, 3 or 4 days.
Suit up, choose your armor, pick your poison and stake your claim. No sense going out looking, he'll show up if you speak his name. No way around, you gotta go through it. Gonna stand my ground, 'cause somebody's gotta do it. Go around playing with fire, knowing damn well someone's gonna get burned. Hell, I ain't got no fury like a woman on a mission when the lesson needs learned. War won't end and the dust won't settle, long as I keep on messing with the devil.
Sometimes we'll do 10 or 15 in a day and I'll take a week off, but it evens out.
Where do you get your inspiration from?
I have a elf that lives under my porch, and I feed him carrots and Cadbury eggs. No, I'm just kidding. I listen. Believe it or not, as much as I talk, I actually am listening too. We'll catch something in conversation, and that became our joke this week, as a matter of fact, because every time somebody would say something super redneck or super country from Alabama, and I go, honey, write that down. So we have this whole file of just like crap that we all said all weekend, and there's probably 50 songs in that. But you just listen. Somebody will say something, you're like, whoa, what'd you say? You know, it's like getting a jingle stuck in your head.
You run across me, you walk all over me. You use and abuse and desert me, and I stay hidden till you get to missing me. Only then will you dig me out, but you can't keep on treating me like an old rusty wrench kept in the jungle to use in a pinch. I've seen the tools that you're drawn to while I sit the bench. inch or older a steer inch.
My inspiration comes from everywhere. Bumper stickers, t-shirts, mama, friends, late nights when I shouldn't have been drinking as much as I should, you know. Those are just as much a part of the story songs as they are the lesson songs. As we wrote one last night called The Day That Turkey Good and Killed a Goose. And it's a true story, but who in the hell would have wrote that song? Honestly, other than Brad Paisley and maybe Jerry Reed, who would have wrote The Day That Turkey Good and Killed a Goose? You never know where your inspiration's going to come, but it will smack you right in the mouth if you ain't listening. So you just keep your ear to the ground.
I spent a quarter just to make a dime. I'll be damned if you find me on a welfare line. I'm a dollar short and a day behind, paying interest on borrowed time. I wake up and hit the cold dirt running, earning a living's killing me. I can't believe all the things I do for money. I can't believe the things I do for free.
So my third project, it's called Glass Houses. Very important chapters to the complete story. It's kind of like Star Wars. Like you have to watch all of them to kind of get what's going on. And this last one is very recon mission. We've been to the fight, we've been through hell and back, and now this is the aftermath. So all of the songs on there are lesson songs, parable songs, that's what I like to call them.
So I'll keep my secrets, sing my songs, and know the truth and play along. Hidden in the lyric. Oh, can you hear me? 'Cause where are you? The search continues till I hear from you. Every worst case scenario till I hear some news. Any kind of word from him. I'm already deeper in than I can swim. But where are you?
By the way, off the subject, this girl's got fierce eye makeup, and if I have to wear a mask to work, I want to have eye makeup like hers. Like, that's how you do it. Right there, that girl that we just saw, that's how you do it. If you're going to have to wear a mask, you make the rest of your face look like David Bowie. Like, you just roll with it. She had like some hot pink Barbie and the Rockers eyeshadow, and I was digging it. But that was off the subject, but she caught my eye. We're people watching.
Well, that's how you write songs.
So into the mountains.
You don't really realize where I'm from until you hear me talk. Elton John and Winona had a love child, and it became a Disney villain that chain smoked and carried a gun around. That, yeah, that's me. I'll take that. It's the whole Eastern Kentucky. You really wouldn't know it. I'm not the stereotype, except for the way that I talk. I don't know. Maybe there's others out there who are well-read, you know, laureates of the Appalachians, but they sure don't interview them on TV after tornadoes. So it's hard to tell. And it's like Dolly always said, honey, I get their attention by how I look. I keep their attention by what I say. And I thought, girl, she's got it figured out. So you look at Loretta, you look at Chris, you look at Patti Loveless, Winona Judd, Dolly Parton, all these incredible musicians who are also poets that are literally coming out of the woodwork. I don't think we pay enough attention to that. So hopefully this will be a chance to shine more light on our side of the hill.
No one knows what the future holds. I was gonna be somebody, but a few wrong turns and some bridges burned. Mistakes I made came back to haunt me.
What's the song that you want as your epitaph? Here lies Sarah Beth, and she wrote this song.
Almost Famous.
How'd I ever get to where I am? How'd I let it slip right through my hands? I was almost famous, I almost made it, but I faded out before I reached the stars.
I think that's the punch in the gut to everybody who's ever went down this road, because no one wants to talk about how actually we're not invincible, that we're not immortal, that we're going to get older and we're going to die, and hopefully it'll be a long life, but whatever we do in the 60 or 70 years that God gives us better be worth it.
I was going places. They knew what my name was. Now I'm lucky if they know me at the bar. You say here comes that superstar. I've forgotten what her name is.
So there's a lot of pressure on that. Almost Famous was my just come to Jesus about, like, I'm probably not going to make it as Dolly Parton or Reba McEntire, Wynonna Judd, and that's fine because they've already made it. If I make it as Sarah Beth Terry, that's a whole different thing. Everybody, whether you pick up trash for a living or shovel hog for a living or haul coal for a living or load Amazon packages in the back of Jake's Jeep all day long, you still have a mission and a destiny to fulfill while you're there.
I miss the dance, but there's still a chance. Someone will still invite me.
And I feel like everybody's like, I was almost famous. I was almost there. Almost got it.
There's a part of town where I bum around. No one will recognize.
And maybe it's just enough to make you go, you know what? Regret's a thing to be a part of. Maybe it will jar everybody into being like, oh, like the dance. The dance is that way.
How'd I ever fall so far from grace? How did someone take my place?
Almost Famous is right up there, but truthfully, they'll probably know me for something like Mama Got Pregnant on a Pull-Out Couch or something. I mean, I won't be known for my big heart-wrenching ballad. They'll be like, didn't she write that song about going to Taco Bell when you're drunk at 2 o'clock in the morning? Yeah, she did.
I was almost famous. I almost made it. But I played it out before I reached the stars.
That's my biggest fear, is I'm like, the ones I really want them to remember, they're going to be like, what? No. I remember that one she wrote about eating chocolate on top of a mountain on a horse.
I was going places. They knew what my name was. And now I'm lucky if they know me at the bar.
That'll be what my luck would be, is I'll be known for that. No one remembers that Jerry Reed was actually a beautiful gospel singer. They just remember Eastbound and Down and Amos Moses. Beautiful voices. No one gave a crap that Ray Stevens sang Everything Is Beautiful and did a fine job. And wrote it, by the way. Can you do The Day the Squirrel Went Berserk? Can you do The Street?
They say here comes that superstar, but I've forgotten what her name.
And I know what it feels like now. I'm like, he's probably sick to death. I could never be Reba. If I had to sing Fancy every night of my life, I'd kill myself. Ray Stevens was brilliant. There's a reason why they sent Bob Hope to the front.
It's a story that everybody knows. Come this far and only get this close.
I just hope that I get to cross both genres. I hope they let me in, really, at this point. I'm like, hey, I got gospel, I got bluegrass, I got jokes. I can make a cheese ball.
I was almost famous. Isn't that amazing? But I guess I'm never gonna be a star.
Like, I'm trying to find any way I can to get in the door and be like, hey, don't forget me.
I was almost famous. I almost made it. But I faded out before I reached the stars. I was going places, and they knew what my name was. Now I'm lucky if they know me at the bar. Say here comes that superstar. I've forgotten what her name is. I was almost famous.
I don't know where I'm going, but I'd sure love it if you'd follow me there.
I was almost.
Follow Sarah Beth Terry at sarahbethterry.com. Follow her on socials. Support her through Patreon. Get her music wherever you buy or stream music. Glass Houses is out now, but don't stop there. Dive in, cause Sarah Beth is a deep well. She will help your broken heart cry, help you process all your anger, and give you a whole lot of reasons to listen again and again and again. I'm Devin O'Day.
The air is thick, the storms are coming.
This podcast is available for streaming only, and all music is used by permission for promotional purposes. You can purchase any of the music used at the live performances for each of the artists, or download or purchase wherever you find great music. Remember, if you love the music made by an artist, support them by buying a ticket, a CD, an album, or a t-shirt, because when you support the music you love and the musician that makes that music, they can continue to do so. Devin O'Day's Nashville is brought to you in part by some incredible underwriters. You can join our community at devinodaysnashville.com, on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Stories and links to even more about our city can be found under the Stories and Links page on the website. Thanks for listening, and don't forget to share. I'm Devin O'Day, and this is my Nashville.